as if they don't have enough issues to deal with, they now have an idea, and I honestly thought this was just a belated April Fool's joke, but they are actually going to create in the Department of Homeland Security a Bureau of Disinformation. It's basically a Ministry of Truth. And what they want to do is they want to be able to put out false narratives without people being able to speak out and fight back. They want to be able to say things like Russia collusion and perpetuate hoaxes and then have people like us be silenced. They want to be able to advocate for COVID lockdowns. They want to be able to advocate for school closures, things that are not supported by the evidence, but then when you speak out, they want to stifle dissent. And so we reject this bureau in the state of Florida. We believe it's essential that individual Floridians and Americans are able to speak out against false narratives trying to be jammed down our throats by this regime. We know they actually appointed somebody to lead it who herself has been an advocate for COVID lockdowns, who herself has put out disinformation about the Hunter Biden tapes, who supported Russia collusion conspiracy theories. And so this is not acceptable. And in Florida, we're not going to have it. And so let's get real here. Let's start dealing with issues that people actually care about. Let's stop trying. You know, when you're not doing well, there's two ways to do it. You can try to do better, and so then maybe people will like what you're doing better, or you can try to shut up everybody who's criticizing your bad policies. It seems like they're trying to do the latter. They want to stifle dissent. And I can feel, though, the public is sick of this, and you also see it with Elon Musk purchasing Twitter. You know, they wanted to use Twitter as a way to enforce the narrative. You know, when you do things like talk about things that conflict with what people like Fauci say or whatever, and these are very eminent people who will come out and show how what he's saying is wrong, they will silence, they'll deplatform you, they will censor you. And so that is something for a free society to not be able to speak out on these major platforms where so much speech goes on. You know, that's a huge, huge problem. And Musk saw that. And Musk saw people being censored. He saw websites like the Babylon Bee, a satire site, being locked out because they had the temerity to do satire about some of the transgender ideology. And so what he's doing, I don't think the board wanted to accept the offer, but they had to because financially it makes sense. And we let it be known in Florida, since our state pension fund has shares of Twitter, that we would absolutely hold the board of directors accountable if they breach their fiduciary duty. They've got to do what's right in the interest of the shareholders. They can't reject Musk's offer because they're worried that he's going to open it up and for political reasons. And so I think that shows you there's a lot of momentum now behind having free speech. A lot of momentum so that people can speak the truth, particularly speaking the truth to a very decaying and discredited ruling elite in this country. And so this is going to be potentially an engine where the American people can speak the truth and fight back. But clearly, our entire principles that the country was founded on, you cannot have a ministry of truth in this country. And so let's get real here. Let's make sure that we're doing things to benefit Floridians and Americans, but we're not going to let Biden get away with this one. So we'll be fighting back.